What was I go or I'm going in Greek?
Πηγαίνω.
Pieno or
Πάω.
pao. He goes or she goes, it goes?
Πηγαίνει or πάει.
Pieni or pai? Good. How would you say we go, we're going?
Πηγαίνουμε.
Pienume. And we also have pame for our contracted version of this. Pame.
Πάμε.
They are going, they go.
Πηγαίνουν.
Pienun or pienune. Pienun, pienune. And our shorter version here is pane, pane.
Πάνε.
We couldn't have pan. That would be too short, so just pane. You guys are going, or you will go.
Πηγαίνετε.
Pienete. And what do you think we might have for this shorter contracted version? If we have pame, pane,
Πάτε.
pate. Good. For you informal, we have pienis, no? And for the shorter version, what might we have?
Πας.
Pas. Very good. So apart from being an alternative version of pieno, pao, it's also the closed form of pieno. So it's both. You can just use it in the present as you will, and there's no difference between pieno and pao. They mean the same thing. No, there's no difference in usage, whether it's an open or a closed feeling or anything like this. It's just a contraction of pieno. But that's also used for the closed form, no? So if you say, for example, will you go to your friend's house? Will you go to your friend's house? How would that be?
Θα πας στο σπίτι του φίλου του. Του φίλου σου.
Very good. Θα πας στο σπίτι του φίλου σου? Good. How would you say, I'm going to my best friend's house? I'm going to the house of my best friend, a male friend.
Πάω στο σπίτι του καλύτερου μου φίλου.
Okay, so give that bit another go. Στο σπίτι του...
Του καλύτερον μου φίλου.
Καλύτερον?
It's not καλύτερο, but apparently it's wrong.
So you're thinking to remove the S from kaliteros here, no? Because we would have kaliteros philos and you're taking the S away. But we have tu, philu, no? So what will happen to...
So it's θα πάω στο σπίτι του καλύτερου μου φίλου.
Good. And where are you putting the accent there on? Το σπίτι του...
Καλύτερου.
Yes.
Καλύτερου μου.
Yes. Kaliteru mu. Because we have kaliteros, we already have the accent on the E. And then, because we have the mu there, it's going to come up again to join kaliterumu all together. And we have to think of it as something joined together. Otherwise, that double accent business becomes very difficult, no? Although, like I say, it's not very important to do it. But if you have a particular desire to have a native feel to your Greek, then you want to pay attention to this kind of thing. So, πάω στο σπίτι του καλύτερου μου φίλου. That's how it connects in meaning and in sound. Του καλύτερου μου φίλου. And also the position of mu is flexible. So whilst the position of mu is more common after the adjective in something like this, του καλύτερου μου φίλου, you could also put the mu at the end, and then you won't have to worry about the accent of kaliteros, no? You just have του καλύτερου φίλου μου. How would you say her problems?
Τα προβλήματά της.
Τα προβλήματά της. Her house.
Το σπίτι της.
Το σπίτι της. So with a smaller word like spiti, we don't have to worry about making any secondary accents, no? Το σπίτι της. If you want to say Maria's problems, Maria's house, my friend's house, instead of just her house, her problems, again, we say the problems of Maria, the house of my friend. So just as we use to him, for this structure in the masculine, we will use tis, like to her, for this, for the feminine, no? But the feminine noun, we also add an S to. So the house of Maria is το σπίτι της Marias.
Το σπίτι της Μαρίας.
So this is just like in English, actually, when we add apostrophe S, Maria, and then Maria's house. It's the same, but we're only doing this with the feminine in Greek, the feminine singular. So, η Maria, but then το σπίτι της Marias, Maria's house. How would you say my friend's house? And you mean a female friend?
Το σπίτι της φίλης μου.
Very good. Το σπίτι της φίλης μου. So we're using tis in the same way as we were using tu, but we also get this s for this feminine noun. Το σπίτι της φίλης μου. We are going to my friend's house.
Πάμε στο σπίτι της φίλης μου.
Very good. Πηγαίνουμε, πάμε στο σπίτι της φίλης μου. And I should also mention that πάμε can be used like let's go, all by itself. Πάμε, let's go. So you could say us πάμε, να πάμε, but also just πάμε to say let's go. Πάμε στο σπίτι της φίλης μου. Do you know which is the car of Maria? Do you know which one is Maria's car? Is how we would say it in English, no? Do you know which is the car of Maria?
Ξέρεις ποιο είναι το αυτοκίνητο της Μαρίας.
Very good. Ξέρεις ποιο and ποιο in the nutza is matching αυτοκίνητο, no? Ξέρεις ποιο είναι το αυτοκίνητο της Μαρίας? So if we were to say her car, we would say το αυτοκίνητο της. The accent would double. We would connect της and αυτοκίνητο. Το αυτοκίνητο της. But when we say το αυτοκίνητο της Μαρίας, we don't do that. So only when we have tis, mu, tu, etc. connected only to that noun it comes after do we have to worry about moving the accent. The beginning, like in archizo, I start, or υπάρχει, there is, was η αρχή.
Η αρχή.
How would you say her beginning?
Η αρχή της.
Η αρχή της, or its beginning as well, no? If we're talking about a feminine noun, it could be the beginning of something. For example, spring is άνοιξη. Άνοιξη.
Άνοιξη.
This is η άνοιξη, the spring. So if you wanted to say the beginning of spring, how would that be?
Η αρχή της άνοιξης.
Very good. Η αρχή της άνοιξης. So the idea of possession here, now as we've mentioned, is broad, more like just the meaning of. Η αρχή της άνοιξης, the beginning of spring. We are waiting for the beginning of spring. We are awaiting the beginning of spring.
Περιμένουμε την αρχή της άνοιξης.
Very good. Περιμένουμε την αρχή της άνοιξης. The word for 7 was εφτά, and the word for week,
Εβδομάδα.
εβδομάδα, with a V sound, unlike εφτά, which has an F. Εβδομάδα. Every day of the week, all the days of the week. How would that be? All the days of the week.
Όλες οι μέρες της εβδομάδας.
Very good. Όλες οι μέρες της εβδομάδας. So we have εβδομάδα, η εβδομάδα, the week, της εβδομάδας, of the week. You remember how was the life, like in zoo, like in the English name Zoe?
Η ζωή.
Η ζωή. All the days of my life.
Όλες οι μέρες της ζωής μου.
Good. Όλες οι μέρες της ζωής μου. How would you say we have something for every day of the week? We have something for every day of the week.
Έχουμε κάτι για όλες τις μέρες της εβδομάδας.
Very good. Έχουμε κάτι για όλες τις μέρες της εβδομάδας. So here, όλες τις μέρες uses this, not η, because it's for all the days, which means it's for them rather than for they. So, yeah, όλες τις μέρες, and then a different tis εβδομάδας of the week.